Breaking news.
Hey, mister, blow that thing. You sure can make it swing. Hey, mister, play that thing for me.
Can you pass me some fives?
Oh, yes, Wilma. Here you go.
Thank you. Good morning.
Here for an appointment with Mr. Lewis?
Oh, yes, Wilma would show you the way.
Absolutely.
Hey, mister, play that thing for me.
Hello, Mr. Campbell.
Good morning, Carlos. How's the family doing?
Wonderful. Please sit down. Have you brought in the bonds?
Yes, sir. All 10,000 of them.
Great. And how's the cheese factory doing?
Business is steady. Thankfully, cheese is in high demand.
Wilma, can you bring me in the coupons?
Hey, mister, blow that thing. You sure can make it swing.
Here you are, Cullis, sir.
Hey, mister, play that thing.
All right, let's start.
Hey, mister, blow that thing. You sure can make it swing. Hey, mister, play that thing for me.
Good morning. I'd like to take $5 out of my account, please.
Good morning, miss. Name and account number, please.
Shirley Cameron, 140779.
Hey, mister, play that thing for me.
Here you are, Matt. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. You as well.
Put him up! Hands up, this is a hold up. Do as we're told and nobody will be hurt.
Get on the floor, no move. Just let her go. She's got nothing to do with it.
Shut up, get down now. Don't try to get all feet.
Ruth, did you hear that?
Hear what? I didn't hear anything.
Stop talking. Listen.
You know, it's probably just someone trying to scare us.
Go get Mama quick.
Mama! Mama!
Ruth, are you okay?
What's wrong? Alex and I heard screaming downstairs. I think there's something going on in the bank.
You guys have to stay here. I'm gonna run over to Brown's Crossroad and let the town know.
Okay. Wake up Collis. Get his rifle.
Ruth, I'm scared.
I know. Me too, but you have to do this, okay? Get him up.
Here's more on the Richmond robbery. The ledger keeper had screamed, and the bandits had announced the holdup in a loud voice. This is overheard by the two daughters of the manager, Ruth and Alex Lewis, who were in the family's living room in an apartment at the rear of the bank building.
Hello, may I please have some tomatoes?
Yes, they're on sale of only 1 cent each. Was there anything else you needed?
No.
Mrs. Brown! Mrs. Brown! Someone please, we need your help! Mrs. Brown's in the back. Would you like me to go get her? Please hurry!
Of course. Mrs. Lewis, on your way. What's all this ruckus?
There's an armed robbery at the bank. We need to call the cops.
Oh my gosh, okay. You wait here. I'll call the police. Miss Jane, you go pull the fire alarm.
Yes, ma'am, right away.
Operator here, how may I help you?
There's an armed robbery happening in the Richmond Bank. We need police here quickly.
All right, I'll call them immediately.
Thank you.
The tranquil life of small-town Richmond was shattered today, July 19, 1938, when a 3-member masked and armed gang robbed the Bank of Nova Scotia in Richmond. There were only 3 employees and 1 customer in the bank when the 3 bandits struck. With handkerchiefs covering their faces and armed with revolvers and a sawed-off shotgun, the 3 bandits of the notorious Campbell gang confronted the teller.
Put the cash in the bag, hurry up. Don't try anything.
28-year-old Wilma Adam and the ledger keeper, 21-year-old Mervyn Brown, ordering them to put him up.
Hey Donald, look what I found. Keep your faces down.
Come on. Let's get the head out of here.
Stay down. Let's go, let's go.
Stop! Drop the money! You won't get away with this!
Update on the Richmond robbery. It has taken about 2.5 minutes for the bandits to carry out the holdup. Mrs. Lewis, wife of bank manager Collis Lewis, was shot at as they sped away.
What's going on?
Please, thank goodness you're here. My husband's in there.
Ma'am, please calm down. Where are the thieves?
I don't know. They got away, but I caught the license plate number.
That was very smart of you, ma'am. Call Mr. McKay.
Inspector!
Can you describe the car to me?
It was a 1938 Chevrolet blue sedan.
Maybe a license plate?
The license plate was BTWW 703.
Nobody enters the building.
Thank you, miss. That'll be very helpful.
Everybody remain calm. Ma'am, are you okay?
This one will need time to calm down.
Please help. She was held at gunpoint. We need to call her family.
Yes, sir, but we have other things that must be dealt with first. Can you please get her some water and try to get her seated and settled down?
Come on, Miss Bevan. Let's get you home.
She can't go anywhere. We need information on the thieves.
But she's gone through enough today.
I'm sorry, but she needs to wait until the head investigator gets here. Lucky for you, here he is.
Inspector McKay, I need to speak to who's in charge here.
Dr. Me, sir.
Can we step into your office? I'll need to speak to you privately in there.
Absolutely. Please feel free.
Everybody who is involved, please stay in front. Mr. McKay will need to speak with you.
Girls,
Start from the beginning, sir. Where were you when the holdup happened?
I was sitting right here, right at this desk, with Mr. Hemphill. We were going over his bonds.
And did they take the bonds?
No, sir. They're all still here. Crazy they didn't. Quite the value there.
But what did they take?
Well, sir, they held me and Mr. Hemphill off with a gun, while another man, he took money from the vault.
Sir, if you don't mind me asking, why was the vault open?
We're about to put the bonds in.
Okay. Do you have any idea what the men look like? Something covering their face?
Yes, sir. A cloth piece over their mouth. But the one man did have a scar on his left cheek.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
No, sir. I was much too frightened to catch small details.
Okay, that's good enough for now. Is William Hemphill here?
Yes, sir.
Are you Mr. William Hemphill, owner of the Richmond Cheese Factory?
That's me. Just came in to deal with my bonds. Making a great big deposit.
Did you have any idea that the robbery was going to happen?
Sir?
Simply asking. Now can you describe what happened?
Well, I came in. Mr. Lewis and I were getting my bonds ready for deposit. Right as we were about to put them in the vault, these two men barged in. One pointed his gun at us and the other went over to the vault and grabbed all the money.
Okay, thank you, sir. Your story coincides with Mr. Lewis. Hello, miss. What's your name?
Wilma Adam.
Where were you at the time of the break-in?
I'm at till writing down the deposits.
And what happened?
Well, sir, these three men came barging in. They said, "Get down on the ground. This is a holdup." And we did. One customer, Miss Cameron, she was held at gunpoint by one man who had quite the nose on him. That's all I remember.
And did you see them leave?
They backed out with a great big amount of money. I was scared, sir. They had the guns up. No one could do anything. They ran out to their car. I didn't catch much, but I think Mrs. Lewis did. She's been having a fit, I tell ya.
Okay, his nose. You mentioned his nose. What did it look like?
Quite crooked. Absolutely terrifying. Not sure how a nose like that could still hang onto his face.
That is crucial information. Were there any family members of the owner involved?
Why, yes, sir. Besides his wife, his children were in the back.
We may have questions for you later on.
Hello, sir.
Hello, young lady. What is your name and your sister's?
My name's Ruth Lewis. This is my sister, Alex Lewis.
Alex, is it alright if I ask you some questions? No need to be scared. I'm only here to help your father.
Sir, is it okay if my sister answers for me?
Absolutely, Ruth. Is that okay? I will warn you, Alex, further questioning may be required, okay? Now, Ruth, did you have any suspicions that the robbery was going to happen today?
No, sir. We were just going about our business. I was braiding her hair.
And where were you girls when the robbery happened?
We were in the living room, Mama was in the kitchen, and Collis Jr. was asleep.
You had no idea this was going to happen? Did your father seem different lately at all?
Absolutely not, sir. Even just this morning, we were thinking about maybe taking a trip somewhere this weekend. Nothing out of the ordinary.
It's true, sir. Please help our daddy.
I will, girls. Thank you very much. I will be in contact. You two good to finish up here? I gotta get back to the station.
Okay, sir. Can you give us a clear description of the culprits?
Well, there were 3 of them, and one of them had a nasty scar on his face. But I think they all wore handkerchiefs over the mask.
Okay, did they wear anything else? Trench coats or...
Yeah, they wore trench coats, except for one with the scar. He wore a suit.
Okay, how did they act? Scared? Confident?
Well, the one thing I kind of remember is when the guy with the scar pointed his rifle at us. His hand seemed to shake, almost like he was nervous. Maybe he didn't want to be there.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Lewis, I'm Donna Bell from the Ottawa Journal. I understand that you were shot at.
Oh yes, scariest moment. I was coming back from Brown's and they were in their car and they shot at me.
I'm very sorry that happened to you. Do you have any other details? Okay, thank you. What happened?
Well, we were upstairs and we heard someone hollering down in the bank like a stuck pig. So I told Ruth to go and get Mama and...
Ruth, what did you say to your mother?
Oh, well, I told her that we heard something downstairs and that there was something going on in the bank. She ran across to Brown's.
Collis, what was your role in all of this?
Well, I was sleeping in the rocking chair and then Alex woke me up. When I opened my eyes, she looked right scared out of her wits. Said they needed my rifle. They said there was a holdup in the bank. Of course, I gave it to her, and then after that, they just ran back downstairs to the bank. Mighty brave of them, if you ask me.
Is that all? All right, thank you. Your words are much appreciated. Hi, Donna Bell, Ottawa Journal. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Yeah, I guess so.
You were working the cash when Miss Lewis ran in, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Can you tell me what happened after she ran in?
Well, she came in screaming. A right mess, really. Asking for Mrs. Brown. Said there was a robbery happening at the bank across the street. I pulled the fire alarm, to warn the whole town. The police came, but the men had already left. That's all I know.
All right, thank you very much. It's very helpful. Do you mind if I take a picture?
Of course.
Great. Thank you. Update on the Richmond robbery of July 19th. Arrested Sunday afternoon near their cottage hideout 19 miles southeast of Ottawa on the banks of the Rideau River. Oscar Campbell, who is 41 years of age, and Mary Donnelly, Elias Rogers, 28 of Toronto.
Police, come out with your hands up!
Drop the weapon!
Get your filthy hands off me, dirty ape!
Mary Donnelly, you're under arrest for conspiring to rob the Richmond Bank.
You got a lot of nerve sneaking up on us like a bunch of cowards.
Embarrassing a woman in front of her company, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, just get in the car.
They were taken to the county jail after putting up a desperate bid for freedom. Okay, got it. Thank you. This just in. 33 days after the Richmond robbery, Melville Campbell, brother of Oscar Campbell, 2 of the bandits of the Campbell gang, has been arrested. They ended up getting 12 years in the Kingston pen.
The county court is now in session. Judge Lester Clayton presiding.
Good morning. Mr. Leaf?
Your Honor, may I please cross-examine Mary Donnelly, the defendant?
The defendant can now take the stand.
What is your relationship with the accused?
I do not have a relationship with the accused.
You've never met them in your life?
No, ma'am.
Did they come into your house?
Yes, ma'am, they did, but I asked them to leave. At first, they wouldn't. Then I threatened to call the police, so they left pretty quick. I didn't know they were criminals, or I would have called the police regardless.
Thank you.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Miss Burns, you may now cross-examine the witness.
What is your relationship with the accused?
I do not have a relationship. She merely came into my bank.
What happened?
Ma'am, she tried to exchange bills from the Richmond Bank, from the robbery.
Are you sure they're from the robbery?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
The witness may now be excused. Miss Burns, you may now make your final statement.
Thank you. Magistrate Lester Clayton, jury and viewers. Throughout my examination, I believe it is quite easy to see that my client is not guilty. This poor woman was harassed. She didn't hide the criminals. The false accusations are absolutely disgusting. This woman scared for her life and still did the right thing. And this is how she is thanked. I rest my case.
The jury has now reached a verdict. The accused, Mary Donnelly, has been found not guilty. All charges are dropped.
News updates on the Richmond robbery of July 19, 1938. The third member of the Campbell gang, Donald Edwards, has been arrested in Oregon City, Oregon. Extradition proceedings return him to Canada to stand trial for his part in the Richmond bank robbery.
So, Mr. Edwards, we finally meet after a long 5 years of searching. All right, then. What is your relationship with the Campbells? Maybe you didn't hear me. What's your relationship with the Campbells? Don't test my patience. Answer, Edwards.
They made me do it.
What?
They made me rob the bank.
You expect me to believe that? Tell me how the infamous Donald Edwards was threatened to rob a bank of almost $12,500.
I tried to tell them that I wanted no part of this. They pulled a gun to my head. I actually didn't know we were gonna rob the bank until we actually pulled up to the bank. And they told me that if I didn't go through with the robbery, they'd hunt my son down and kill him.
Now your story's starting to make sense. However, you do realize you just admitted to robbing a bank of almost $12,500.
Yes, sir. I've run enough for these past 5 years, and I'm ready to face my punishment.
Well, that's a sad story, Edwards, but you're gonna go away for a long time.
Enjoy the next 25 years, you thief. Time's up, Edwards. You've done your 25 years. You're going home.
This just in. Donald Edwards, bagman for the Campbell gang, has been released after serving a total of 25 years in prison. This is what is presumed as the last we will hear of the famous small-town Richmond robbery of 1938.
Hey, mister, blow that thing. You shock and make it swing. Hey, mister, play that thing for me. Hey, mister, blow that thing. You shock and make it swing. Hey, mister, play that thing for me.